Divine.
No, you can't just keep going after that. Hello everybody, my name is Mortius. I am a necktie enthusiast, education specialist, and acapella artist, and welcome back to Double Content December. Right now we are jumping on into Home Free Oh Holy Night. I am very excited about this one. I've received a lot of comments to go over it, and to my knowledge it is their most viewed of their various Christmas covers. So even though it's definitely an older one of theirs, I am very excited to see what they've got for us. I do want to mention just a couple things before we hop on into it. One, I have been getting a lot of comments to cover Do You Hear What I Hear by Home Free. Now, I actually covered that song already during a special Christmas in July thing I did earlier this year, so I will link that in the top left if you haven't already visited it, or if you haven't already watched it, definitely please make sure you go do so, as it was a lot of fun. The other thing I want to mention, I hate to take up your time before the reaction to say this, I usually like saying it afterwards, but the analytics don't lie. If I remind you before the video, it works a lot better. So please, if you are not already subscribed, please make sure you do so. It genuinely helps out small content creators like me a lot. And even if you are already subscribed, just leaving a quick comment of what you thought of the song, what you want to see me react to next, or even just let me know, something like what's your favorite Christmas tradition. Comments and likes really, really help out. And if you haven't checked out the Patreon yet, a link to that is in the description as well. But enough shilling myself out. Without further ado, let's hop on in to Home Free Oh Holy Night. Okay. Oh, this is a very simple opening. I like it a lot. I'm curious to see where they go from here. I'm sure it's going to get more and more complex, but I'm loving just the simplisticness of this opening.
Is the night of our dear Savior's birth.
Just that that the backgrounds are doing, but an octave up. I'm still recovering from a bit of a throat bug, so sorry if I don't sing as high. Huh.
Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt his worth.
Interesting. You can definitely feel a lot more of the country influence in this one. Now I feel like they've sort of developed, like, they can go heavy on the country for the songs that are heavy country, but they can also go lighter on it for the songs that are a little more traditional. I'm curious if the heavy country feature of this was a deliberate choice, or if it was just a product of what their identity was, 7 whole years ago, because they were and still are the country acapella group. So I wonder if we're the country acapella group, so we got to do this country, that's our image, or if it was an active choice of let's do Oh Holy Night but make it country. But there's definitely a lot more. Even just their visual even just their visual appearances are very country, but even a couple of Tim's line deliveries, like
Long lay the world in sin and error
pining. Obviously, that was way worse. That was a bad voice crack. It's actually impressive to be able to do a controlled and intentional voice crack. Sometimes I can do it, but it's wishy-washy, and like I just said, I'm sick. But some of that, and even just like some of his delivery is a little more nasal than you hear from Tim in the modern days. So I just find that really interesting. That makes me really excited for like a country rendition of Oh Holy Night. Let's keep going.
till he appeared and the soul felt his worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices.
Look at that baby-faced Austin right there. Goodness. Rob looks the same. Rob has not aged in the last 7 years, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees.
Ooh, I liked that a lot. I was actually just thinking, I'm like, man, this isn't giving me as much to talk about as most of Home Free's stuff, because Home Free usually goes really complex. That was really cool, though.
Fall on your knees.
That oh was a very cool effect. They had a low. What happened? Oh, it was just the transition. So listen to when Tim says fall. The backgrounds are all on ahs, and it's a lot wider of a range. It's oh. It shrinks the range a lot more when it goes to ooh. Listen to this.
A new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear
Yeah, that's cool.
the angel voices. Oh, night divine. Oh,
Ooh, I liked that deep progression there. Listen to that.
divine. Oh,
Oh, it's very subtle. Hopefully, you guys can still hear it through the recording. But
divine.
cool.
Night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
night divine.
that was gorgeous. Hey, remember like 30 seconds ago when I was complaining about not having enough to talk about? Hold on. Holy night, holy night, holy. Like that's really interesting. Dun 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 dun. Especially because wait, hang on. Did they just switch time signatures on me? Hold on. They did! I'm pretty sure they went from 4-4 to 3-4 there. I talked about this a bit in Jeff's God Rest Me Yeri Gentleman. God Rest Me Yeri. Yep, that's what I just said. So, for those of you who aren't super familiar with music, since I know a lot of people enjoy me kind of taking the musical concepts and turning them into more layman's terms, 4-4 versus 3-4, the time signature is basically saying how many notes are in a measure. And so there's a very tangible flow to most songs. So, like, listen to this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So they jump from 4-4 to 3-4, which is basically saying 4 quarter notes per measure, and then jumping to 3 quarter notes per measure. That's really cool, and I like that a lot. As they change the tempo, they also change the time signature. That's dope. Ooh, I liked that. Dum 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 dum. I'm also really excited to hear Austin because I was just saying I was excited for I just said at the beginning I was excited for a country take on Oh Holy Night, and then it slowly started getting more traditional. But I know that Austin still has a really, really strong country twang back in this day. So I'm excited to hear how this goes. Let's hear that dum 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 one more time and then let it play in. Tim's ability to do that is always, no matter what, no matter how old the cover is, what mood I'm in, whatever, will always blow me away. I love it so much.
The world in sin and error pining till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. The thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new.
I love that. Dum, 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 dum. I literally just talked about during the same record session, because I'm recording this right after I recorded the Pentatonics song, which now I'm blanking on. Mary, did you know? I was literally just talking about how Pentatonics was pulling off like this incredible precision in the background, and now Home Free's doing the exact same thing. God, these groups are just absolutely stellar. But what was I just?
For yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees.
What was that?
Glorious morn. Fall on your morn. Glorious morn.
Fall, 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 fall. Like, woo, that's boom, 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 boom. That's gorgeous. Okay, I will. If I wasn't sitting. Wow, that part was gorgeous. Yeah! No, you can't just keep going after that. This is like the point in a Marvel movie where when you're watching it afterwards, you realize that they left in this awkward pause for audience applause. Like, hold on, you needed to give me a pause to register that. Excuse me. Ah! Before we let it happen again, I do want to mention how cool it is that they keep allowing Austin to exist on his own for brief parts. It's happened a couple times, but I keep not wanting to pause because the part is so pretty. They, like, everyone sing it once. It's like...
Hey y'all.
What was that? Hang on. What song is that? I need to do that song
Thanks
this
so much
December
for
too. Hold on. What did they just start playing there? In the comments, please let me know whatever they just teased at the end there because it sounded so fun. Anyways, holy guacamole. They really know how to start you simple and then build up, don't they? Good Lord. And honestly, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, that is really, really intelligent artistry and arrangement because this is a very repetitive song. It is. A lot of the song is just the same things happening over and over again. A lot of Christmas hymns and just Christian hymns in general are. It's a lot of just the same kind of things repeating itself with different but often even similar words. So they needed to make each one a bit different, but not only different, they needed each one to be interesting compared to the last. So they start at such this beautifully simple place, absolutely gorgeous, but very, very simple. And then the next one was just a bit more complex, and the next one was a bit more, and then by the end they were hitting us with this by the end. Like, genuinely, if I came across someone who had never heard Home Free before and was not that well versed in acapella music, I might send them here. If they were more well versed in acapella music, I would definitely send them to a few of my other favorite videos of them. Probably Go Rest High on the Mountain? I don't know. That was my first, so I'm biased. But if they weren't well versed in acapella and just wanted to hear a cool rendition of a Christmas song, this is where I would send them, because I feel like it would start them simple. It wouldn't start like it just, wow. Incredible artistry, incredible build, incredible arrangement. Even 7 years ago, Home Free was absolutely knocking it out of the park, and it is no different now. Holy cow. Well, I want to take a moment while I'm still recovering to thank my lovely, lovely patrons of the full Windsor tier and above. If you want to see your name here, as well as other awesome benefits like early access videos, viewer choice polls, and even custom covers by myself, please check out the Patreon link in the description. Wow, yeah, that was absolutely gorgeous. I'm absolutely blown away. I'm going to be adding this to my Christmas playlist and just have it playing around the house. Actually, I don't even know if I want to do that. I feel like it would just, every time it gets to that chord, I'm just going to stop whatever I'm doing and just be like, at my speakers. Oh, well, thank you guys so much for everyone who recommended this song. Thank you so much for hanging out for the entirety of this video. And as always, gals, blokes, and all other folks, I will see you in the next video. Bye!